friends, and welcome to another episode of Thoughtful Thursdays. So, this week I wanted to talk about something that's kind of been on my mind for a little while. Kind of the art of dating. I am currently not dating. It just seems like I have a lot of friends that are getting married. I have a lot of friends that are getting in relationships or having babies. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. It's just that I currently am not in that phase of my life. And so I kind of wanted to talk about a little bit about it. And I know I had an episode on love pretty recently, but this is dating and why I am not. So one of the major problems that I find with dating is that a lot of guys don't want to be friends first. And I know what you're saying, like that's not dating, that's being friends, you know. It helps a lot because for me personally, when I'm not friends with this person, if I don't know this person, I don't care about them. I'd rather be friends with somebody first. I'd rather get to know them and kind of get an idea of who they are. And the best way to do that is being friends first because there's no obligations. There's no pressure to actually go and do something more. That just makes things so much easier. If there's no expectations, then there's nothing that they expect from me. And I don't like having this pressure of, oh, you need to date. And I think one of the major problems is that a lot of guys are actually afraid of being put into the friend zone, which I don't believe in the friend zone. Like the friend zone is the most ridiculous shit that guys made up to make girls feel bad. I don't feel bad at all. If I'm not interested in you and I don't want to date you and I don't want more from the relationship, we're friends. We were friends from the beginning. There's nothing that changed. This is what it is. You're a friend initially, and then things maybe escalated and heated up and got a little spicy. Or it is what it is. Like there's no friend zone. There's no zone in which you're a friend. It goes both ways because I've been rejected. Always the friend and never the lover. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. If a girl is not into you, why would you even want to date her anyway? Like, she's not gonna care. She's more likely to do bad things if she's dating you because she doesn't give a shit about you. Which is like, that's what I feel like a lot of people have been in relationships that don't care. One person doesn't care, and then the other person cares a lot. And then it's just like, it's just stupid. I'd rather both people mutually care a lot. And I think that's one of the problems for me is that I don't find a lot of guys that I like really care about in that way. I mean, I care about a lot of my friends, whoa. But in that way where it goes beyond that, I just have a hard time finding somebody that I actually feel that way for. And it's just very rare for me. It's just very rare. Moving on. So the second thing as far as dating that I am not very good with is time. Currently, I just don't have a lot of time because I'm doing a lot of different things. I'm doing hobbies, I'm doing career things. There's a lot going on here that I don't have a lot of time just to give to somebody. That's a lot. That's harsh. And it's hard. It's not easy. It's just a big jumble of not having enough time. Just sucks. That kind of leads into the next thing. It's like, I'm trying to build a career here. I don't want to be held back by somebody that's, doing whatever they're doing. I'm not content because I'm not happy. I'm just not happy, which leads me into the next point. It's my happiness right now is there's not a lot of it. In order for me to be in a relationship, I feel like I need to be content and be satisfied with who I am and where I am in my life because currently I'm not. I'm just not. And how can I help encourage somebody else when I'm trying to help encourage myself? I don't even have enough encouragement for me. How am I supposed to push them and be the best that they can be when I can't even be the best that I can be? So I'm trying to be the best that I can be first. Then we'll see if I can end up being there for somebody else. Not that I wouldn't encourage somebody if I was in a relationship, but I think it goes back to just me not caring. I just don't care right now. And that's just part of the fun. It sucks. I need to get to know somebody first. And I just hate that guys are afraid of just being put in the friend zone because there's no such thing. Ooh, man, just going in a circle. And then the final thing that I have a huge problem with dating right now is it's expensive. I don't know how to explain this. I kind of like to feel like I'm being protected and that I like feeling like the guy wants to take care of me in a way. So on the first date, I prefer if the guy pays. Not necessarily because I want a free dinner or I want this for free. In a way, for me, it kind of shows that protection aspect, like he'll take care of me. And I kind of like that. I've always liked that. That's just something that I personally prefer. That's a preference of mine. I know there's a lot of people that disagree, and then some people are like, no, if the girl asks, she should pay, or they should go Dutch, and that's fine. Like, I've been on a date where I have paid on the first date, but I didn't go on a second. I shouldn't put this. What if he's watching? I like that feeling of being taken care of, and I think that also has to do with the fact that I'm the baby of my family. So being the baby, I've always just been taken care of, and so it makes me feel more comfortable and makes me feel more like, aside from that, it does get expensive because after like the first 2 dates or the first date, then I mean, it's not fair to expect the guy to pay all the time. That's not reasonable. It's expensive. Not that I have very much experience getting past 1-2 dates. I'm so difficult. I mean, nobody's gonna want to date me after this. When you're dating, that's like, you go out, you go do things. You know, it could be cheap, but at the same time, it does add up. It starts to get more expensive because you're hanging out with somebody. Whereas if you're not dating anybody, you have so much money. You're just like raining in the dough. So those are kind of the 4 things in which I feel like I have a hard time with dating. It's just difficult. It's just a lot of work, you know? I just thought I'd talk about it because I feel like a lot of people question me and I'm just, this is who I am, I can't help it. But when you're dating, what are the things that you think about? What are some things that make you actually consider dating, or what do you hate about dating? And what do you think about the friend zone? Do you believe in the friend zone? It's just a ploy to make people feel bad for not wanting to date you, which I think is stupid. It's just stupid. I don't know, I need to look up Would You Rathers before we start. We go look one up. Come on, no. These are all generic. Would you rather have a very long life but never finding your soulmate and never falling in love? Or would you rather have a very short life but you end up falling in love and being with them for your whole life, but it's very small life? So let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. And if you want to see more, subscribe, please. And I will see you in the next video. See you later. Alligator.